Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of volatility in the markets, folks. As you are well aware by now, stocks fell on Friday, ended the week with gains. Earnings season's getting ramped up. And, of course, you got all this geopolitical risk that the markets are dealing with. Let's bring in, of course, David Nelson, Chief Strategist with Bell Point Asset Management, and Mark Avalon at Potomac Wealth Advisors. Guys, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
David, let's start with the issue of Syria and these precision airstrikes. There seems to be a sigh of relief this morning that we're seeing in the futures market. Tell us about it.
That's true. Investors have gotten smart over the years. In the past, an event like this, certainly a geopolitical, a military event, would usually cause a market sell-off. We've gone beyond that. Markets buy the dip at this point. Now we don't even get the dip. You know, they were obviously buying Sunday night, and they are this morning. We'll see how it plans out, how it pays out off today.
You know, another side effect of this now, Mark, is the United States is planning to impose sanctions on Russia over their use of chemical weapons in Syria. And Nikki Haley also saying yesterday on Fox News Sunday that you can't take off the table more airstrikes down the line. How do you digest that as an investor?
Well, the risks to this market are the geopolitical risks. They're not corporate earnings. It's not global growth. It's not the strength of the consumer. It's what's going to happen in the headlines. But as an investor, if you're going to focus on these strong fundamentals, you've got three pillars right there that you can hang your hat on as reasons to stay invested in your plan. The geopolitical tensions are always going to be here, and they serve more as a distraction than a guidepost right now.
Yeah, the distraction and the guidepost, though, sometimes do seem to overlap, and that's when you get the volatility in the numbers that we've seen. David, let's move on to some other issues that we're going to have. I mean, obviously, investors are going to be watching what happens with the political side here at home. Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's attorney, going to be lawyers for the president going to be in Trump today, along with Michael Cohen, trying to kind of squash some of this evidence, if you will. That's a nice way to say it. Is that something that the market's watching, that political instability?
Yeah, I would certainly think so. The markets are going to be definitely watching that. You know, we talk about a Chinese wall that's going to be involved here, where one side isn't going to see what the other side is doing. You know, I come from the banking world, from Wall Street, and that Chinese wall doesn't work very often. So I think investors are concerned that one way or another this could affect and possibly breach the attorney-client privilege. That would probably certainly weigh on the markets if, in fact, it led to anything.
You know, and also, Mark, as we're looking at the futures again, we're bouncing back this morning. You've got the Dow. At one point, we were up a little bit over 100. Now we're up 116. So just in the last few moments of the show, you're seeing a buildup in the numbers, that positive feeling that we seem to have that maybe the Syria situation, maybe the Cohen situation isn't as dire as we're led to believe.
Well, there's nothing new about Donald Trump being in the crosshairs of prosecutors or special counsel. So when the market takes a look away from the noise and the distraction, they're going to see good earnings. Bank earnings are going to be strong this quarter, and I think retail sales are going to be strong when they come out later. So I think if you keep your eye on the underlying fundamentals and leave the Washington noise aside, I think you have a better roadmap for investing.
All right, I like that. And to pick up on that point, David, let's talk about the numbers that are coming out. You've got Netflix today. We also have Bank American and Goldman, J&J as well. So what are you looking for? What's the biggest picture story you need out of these numbers?
I think most of the earnings are going to be good, you know, but unfortunately, a lot of that news is in stocks at this point. You saw that with J.P. Morgan, a lot of the banks on Friday. You know, coming into J.P. Morgan's number on Friday, the estimates had literally gone parabolic, much the same for Bank of America and Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is probably the exception this time. I don't think people are going to be really looking at the numbers. I think they're going to be a lot more focused on the succession plans. Netflix, of course, is a growth story, not a valuation story. And right now, prospects look pretty good.
All right, Mark, one stock you're watching out of all those names?
Well, I think you'll see financials have a good quarterly earnings report, and I think you're going to see them come off this recent hiccup that we just had last week and the last month in financials.
David and Mark, a lot covered. Guys, thanks so much for waking up with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good to be here.